And on to debate number 2. The Delhi High Court today, while listening to a plea in the Delhi coaching centre death case, lashed out at the Delhi police, the state government and the MCD. The High Court transferred the probe into the death of 3 UPSC aspirants due to drowning at a Delhi coaching centre basement to the Central Bureau of Investigation. The court said it's transferring this case to the CBI so that the public does not doubt the probe. The court also highlighted the gravity of the incidents and the potential involvement of corruption amongst public officials as key reasons for this directive. During these proceedings, the court rebuked the Delhi police for their handling of the investigation. The court slammed the police officials present and said that mercifully, you've not challaned rainwater for entering the basement. The statement was a pointed critique of the police's approach following their arrest of Manoj Kathuria, the driver of an SUV alleged to have contributed to the flooding by driving through that flooded road. Listen in.
मैं स्वागत करता हूं हाई कोर्ट के निर्णय का और हम पहले दिन से कह रहे थे कि जो विभाग जो मंत्री थे संतरी इस पूरे हादसे के जिम्मेदार हैं उनके खिलाफ सीबीआई की जांच हो, उन सबको सूली पे लटका देना चाहिए। चाहे वो सौरभ भारद्वाज हैं, आतिशी मार लेना, उनके विधायक हैं, कोई अफसर है, जो भी इसमें शामिल है, जो उनसे भी, चाहे जल बोर्ड है, नगर निगम है, इन सब अधिकारियों के खिलाफ कड़ी कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए। उन मासूम बच्चों के ये हत्यारे हैं, उनकी लापरवाही के कारण, नालों की सफाई न होने के कारण ये हादसा हुआ है।
हमने देखा है कि ना तो दिल्ली सरकार काम कर रही है और ना एमसीडी काम कर रही है। आज कोर्ट ने जो टिप्पणी की है कि एमसीडी में स्टैंडिंग कमेटी है नहीं।
देखिए, मैं सिर्फ चाहूंगा ना कि नॉन पार्टीजन इन्वेस्टिगेशन हो। सीबीआई की जो हाल के दिनों में भूमिका देखी है, तो ऐसा ना हो कि कंक्लूजन का चैप्टर पहले से पकड़ा दिया जाए और तब इन्वेस्टिगेशन करने को कहा जाए। हम उनसे उम्मीद करते हैं कि मौतें हुई, बच्चों को, यूथ को झटका लगा, आप एक होलसम इन्वेस्टिगेशन करिए बिना भय या पक्षपात के।
Illegal construction going on, encroachment going on, and not only Delhi government but central government is also responsible because DDA, police, MCD, all are under central government, and part of administration is with Delhi government. So what happened that both blaming each other?
You're watching the News Hour at 10. Debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
And for more on this, we're joined by our panelist, Yashuvardhan Azad, former IPS officer, is with us. Ravi Srivastava, political analyst, joins us. Dr. Akashdeep Bunni is a political analyst who's also with us. RP Singh and Tushar Gupta continue with us from debate number 1. Let me start first and foremost with Ravi Srivastava. Ravi Srivastava, while of course it is a huge embarrassment for the Delhi police, I'll say so in absolutely no uncertain terms, with the investigation going to the CBI. But let's also remember that the MCD as well as the state government have also been pulled up. Why no standing committee for over a year? Why no cabinet meetings since March? These are very, very pertinent questions, and also the fact that corruption within these organizations cannot be ruled out has been observed by the court as one of the major reasons for handing over to probe to the CBI in the first place. Ravi Srivastava.
Good evening, Madhav. First of all, quick 2-3 points I would like to make with the due respect to the Honorable High Court observations and the order which they have given. The order is very well made. As far as the police is concerned, I think they have been caught absolutely unaware, and they have shown their utter incompetence in handling these 3 deaths of these young people. Point is that they have insanely and unmindful, they have made the charges against that SUV driver, etc., etc. Another observation made by Honorable High Court is that it appears that the Delhi police and the MCD officials are hand in gloves. They are just trying to scratch each other's back, and they are not taking the due action. They have not made the inquiries to the MCD officials. Third thing I want to say is, I fully agree with you. One part, no cabinet meeting has taken place. The Honorable Chief Minister of Delhi is in jail since last 6 months, and no cabinet meeting has taken place. I think Aam Aadmi Party will have to respond to it.
But that's the whole point, sir, that if he was concerned about the governance and the citizens of Delhi, he could have stepped down as chief minister. There's a reason that all chief ministers, including your own alliance partner, the JMM, Mr. Soren, stepped down. He handed over charge to one of his party colleagues, a senior minister, and then, of course, later when he came out, he may have taken charge again. But that's something that Mr. Kejriwal could have very well done and did not do for perhaps political reasons. The citizens and governance is suffering.
I'm in agreement with you. I'm not denying that. As far as standing committee is concerned, the LG of Delhi did not allow the Shelley Oberoi mayor election, which has happened recently only, and that the whole 1 year was lost in that standing committee.
Okay. Now, LG is responsible for the state of affairs in the MCD, Mr. RP Singh. Kejriwal's arrest is the reason that there is no cabinet meeting happening. The BJP has much to answer for, including, of course, what the Delhi police has done. Clearly, they botched up the investigation, and that's something that the court has quite clearly observed, RP Singh.
Well, let me start with this, that I accept the way the police was handling was not apt, especially the arrest of the SUV owner, the way they arrested him and the way he was implicated. That was not fair at all. But yes, if the court felt that the CBI, the police is not doing a good job, then they have handed over the case to CBI. But I'm very hopeful that the Aam Aadmi Party, when the CBI does the final probe and comes out with the final outcome, they will not make cry. They will not cry for this, that things have been manipulated and it was intentionally being done and handed over to the CBI, and CBI is being managed by the center. But for a second, let me play you, I'll show you and play a video of the mayor of the city. On 18th June, she was claiming that 92% of the nalas or the drains have been cleaned. Here it is.
उसके 92 से 93% तक हम सभी ड्रेन्स की सफाई कर चुके हैं और जो हमारे 4 फीट से नीचे के नाले हैं, ड्रेन्स हैं, उनकी 85% तक हम लोग उनकी साफ सफाई कर चुके हैं। और साथ ही नगर निगम के तमाम अधिकारियों को मैं धन्यवाद करना चाहूंगी कि पूरे एक्शन प्लान पे 85 और 92% काम करके दिल्ली की जनता।
So this is the mayor of the city claiming that, boasting and claiming that 92% of the nalas have been cleaned. Now the inquiry need to be held. Where did the money went? Who all pocketed the money? दिल्ली के नालों की सफाई का पैसा कौन से इलेक्शन की तैयारी के लिए इकट्ठा किया जा रहा था? For which election they were getting this money, which has been manipulated or has been under corruption taken.
Okay, I'm going to accept that point. I want Akashdeep Puni to come in, because earlier the High Court has said this, and listen to me very carefully, Mr. Akashdeep Puni. The High Court has said the MCD is not bothered about waterlogging. Everything's a joke. Why green flag such buildings is a question they have asked, not even informing the commissioner about the non-functioning of storm water drains. There's complete mismanagement by officials. That's quite evident, and no one's been held accountable.
See, Madhav, since last 15 years, MCD was taken care by Bharatiya Janata Party. This very MCD is the same MCD to which Manoj Tiwari said to be most corrupt department. Manoj Tiwari is a Bharatiya Janata Party MP. In 2020, he said. So, like the Ghazipur landfill site is brought down by Aam Aadmi Party from 65 meter, the Qutub Minar that created.
How long have you had a mayor, sir? How long has Aam Aadmi Party had a mayor? Let me just ask you. How long has Aam Aadmi Party had a mayor?
Be meant to. No. You have not interrupted others also.
I'm asking a simple question. How long has Aam Aadmi Party had a mayor? That's all I'm asking you.
Yeah. You're right.
Tell us.
Since last 1.5 years, Aam Aadmi Party has a mayor. And I think that they will be needing more time for resurrecting the system. But I also want to play a video. And this is a small video, 15 seconds video of Naresh Kumar, who is the chief secretary, and when he is asked that
लगातार मीटिंग में आप सब कहते रहे कि डिसिप्लिन करिए, लेकिन नहीं की सुनी नहीं गई। छोड़ना यार, मंत्री से पूछ लेना। सर वो भी एक वीडियो भी जारी कर रहे हैं, इसको देख रहे हैं। वो उनका काम है। सर वो कह रहे हैं कि बार-बार सुनते हैं। अच्छा मैं पूछ रहा हूँ, अगर आप कहना चाहें तो।
What's the point?
देखिए, नरेश कुमार जी से जब पूछा जाता है तो वो बोलते हैं कि ना कि छोड़ना यार, क्यों पंगे ले रहा है, ठीक है? ये this is the attitude of the chief secretary, who is also the vigilance commission, vigilance secretary of the Delhi government. This shows that how officers have such a lackadaisical attitude towards the common man's ooze, and which is resulting which a woman and a 2.5-year-old boy has drowned because of a open manhole.
No, one second. Let me just come in here. You can't just dump all the blame at the Chief Secretary, sir. The Aam Aadmi Party also has some accountability. They are the ruling party in Delhi. They are the ruling party in the MCD. Let's not just, you can put that question across to the BJP panelists. I have absolutely no problem. You have made allegations of interference in appointments, etc. by the LG. But the point is here, there has to be some accountability. But let me put that question, since you've already put it out in the public domain. The BJP also has to be held to account, Tushar Gupta, because the LG has interfered in Delhi's governance, whether it is MCD, whether it is Delhi government. The repeated defense of Aam Aadmi Party is that. Please respond, Tushar.
Okay. Let's say the LG is not allowing the Delhi government to function. Was the LG stopping Arvind Kejriwal's government from clearing out the drains? Was the LG stopping Arvind Kejriwal's government from ensuring that the underpasses are not flooded and rendered useless after a short spell of rainfall? Was the LG stopping Arvind Kejriwal's government to fix the plumbing in the Bhavana area, which flooded earlier this year? And then the Aam Aadmi Party said, oh, there were problems going on. We had understood them last year. So for the last 1 year, when Arvind Kejriwal was also out of jail, was he stopped by LG? My simple point, Madhav, is that every problem, every little problem that happens, the Aam Aadmi Party looks for someone to blame. To put things in perspective for people who are not from Delhi, today you see all these waterlogged pictures from Delhi, not because there is no room for water to go out. There is enough room for water to go out. The basements don't need to be flooded. But the problem is that the MCD employees are not quick when it comes to cleaning the drains. Now, who has the MCD under their control? Arvind Kejriwal. Who runs the state government in Delhi? Arvind Kejriwal. Who is the CM who's without any accountability? Arvind Kejriwal.
Okay, but it's not so simple, sir. The laws were changed. The GNCDT rules were changed as far as officials are concerned. Let me bring in Yashovardhan Azad on that question. But what's the most shocking aspect is that perhaps after several years we're seeing a Delhi police probe, for altogether different reasons. For the reason that the probe didn't happen, not for any other reasons. There could be multiple reasons, a multiple state probe, for instance, Yashovardhan Azad, that the probe goes to the CBI. In this case, commenting on the police probe, court says, mercifully, you've not challenged rainwater for entering the basement the way you arrested the SUV driver for driving his car there. People will be shocked that this is happening in the national capital. Mr. Azad.
Yes, I think Delhi police did trivialize the tragedy by arresting that driver, that apart, and delayed the investigation. That's number two. But today we are talking about this incident because 3 kids died in the basement, right? The biggest culprit in this is that owner of Rao Coaching Circle, knowing fully well, was running an illegal basement. The second crook in this is the MCD, which did not seal that basement or declare it illegal. What I'm saying is, but can a basement be sealed by at the level of junior engineer or a zonal engineer? No. There are 1 lakhs of basement which is running illegally in Delhi. So who is the man who takes the decision? It is the municipal commissioner, which no one talks about. Madhav, the institutions of governance, first I'm talking about the babus, then I'll talk about the politicians. The institutions of governance responsible for Delhi, MCD commissioner, Jal Board commissioner, the chief secretary, these are all IAS officers. They are supposed to work irrespective whether Congress in power, AAP in power or BJP in power. Did they do the role? No. The municipal commissioner, did he make a statement? He should either produce a white paper and tell the politicians that if we want to do this basement job, we'll have to clear half of encroachment of Delhi. Are you with me or not? Otherwise, the damn fellow should quit, saying that I cannot do my job because he's not there to push routine files. Yes. Number 1. Jal Board is responsible for the sewage, water, domestic, etc., etc. He has never made a statement. And Chief Secretary is supposed to be the boss of Delhi. Anything which impacts Delhi public and order, he's supposed to make a meeting and do something about it. Number 2, the CM, who's in jail, does not hand over charge. It's amazing. The Lieutenant Governor, who's the boss of Delhi, he doesn't call these MCD guys and these guys, what should we do about basements? He's the boss of Delhi. Technically, he's the in charge of Delhi after the Delhi Services Act of 2023.
Yes,
so
complete paralysis. It's a breakdown of governance.
Listen to minister.
Yes.
Ministers don't listen to LG, and LG does not listen to the CM. What kind of job will you have?
Well, it's the paradox. It's the paradox that we have the national capital, we have the MCD, we have the central government, we have the state government, but in the midst of all that, we have a complete vacuum of governance in our national capital. And that's what this tragedy, unfortunately, has brought out. Because in our national capital, if this is the quality of governance that citizens will have, God forbid what we would be witnessing outside of the national capital. That's the only message that comes out of this entire debate. I'd like to thank all of you gentlemen for joining us. R.P. Singh, Tushar Gupta, Yashwardhan Azad, Ravi Srivastava and Dr. Akash Deepmuni. Thanks so much for joining us this evening.